if web designers shouldn't create websites, then who should? I'm gonna give you some clues and see if you can figure it out, and then I'll reveal the answer at the end. All right, let's say that we wanted to build a house. There's many people involved. You've got the architects, you've got the contractors, you've got the interior designer, and you've got the home buyer and many other people. Each person has their so-called superpower, where they're educated in a silo of the process that they excel at. And we wouldn't want one of those people stepping out of their silo and going into somebody else's. It just wouldn't make sense. So it'd be like having an interior designer make architectural or structural decisions. The house might just fall apart. And a website is very much like a house, and the home buyers are like the clients. Now, in a home buyer situation, they say that they want a house, and boom, the builders bootstrap their team of all these professionals to build the house. The home buyer doesn't really need to ask for, architects or structural engineers, whatever. It's all done for you because that's what the home buying process is about. That's what the home builders know need to happen. As a consumer or the home buyer, you don't need to know all of these different things to ask for. But when a client approaches a web designer and asks for a website, they don't really know what to ask for. And so they make assumptions. And it's no fault of their own because they don't know what they don't know. So a common occurrence is the client will ask a web designer to make them a beautiful website because they believe that building a beautiful website is the key to success for their business. So the web designer gets to work and they create a beautiful color scheme and a very visually appealing website. But little does the client know that building a beautiful website is only half the battle, and frankly, the web designer doesn't know that either. And I used to be in that bucket. I used to think that creating a beautiful website would go a long way. And I would even say that I used to think that it was the most important thing. And then I found out about SEO. And so then I started being much more strategic in when I was doing keyword research to formulate copy for the website. That way we can actually drive business with the website. And then I discovered that one platform doesn't rule them all. I was building on a platform that was overkill for these small websites I was working on, and it was just too costly and too overkill for the client. So then I became proficient in all these different website platforms and builders so I can choose the best platform for the project. And then I found out about copywriting and creating compelling content for the website that actually drives the visitor to take action. And then I found out about the anatomy of a web page and how to structure things that will really get the best outcome from the visitors and for the business. And as you can see, designing the website is actually a small fraction of the entire process of creating the website. And beyond that, designing is actually the last step in the process. Now, there's no exact way to do this, but here I'm going to share with you the way that I do it. So in the discovery meeting, when the client's telling me about their project, my wheels are turning and I'm already starting to figure out what website platform am I going to recommend. I don't do that on the discovery call. It's all about listening to the client there. But early on in the process, I'll have a good idea of where I want to build the website. After that, I do keyword research. Now, I want to be able to jump into the copywriting, but before I get to that, I need to understand what keywords I'm going to include in my copywriting. And so that's the SEO part of it, where I figure out the keywords I want to use. And then the next step is the copywriting, where I go through my process of figuring out all the things that I want to say on the website. And here's where I'll create a bunch of stuff and then cherry pick the best of what I come up with. So now we have content that has SEO keywords in it. Now I start to lay out this content in a way that starts to resemble sections on a website. I can do this in a Google Doc, or I can use design software in order to just lay out content and just create like a basic wireframe and really just start to put the website together, starting with the content. Once I have all the content laid out, then it's time to design it. But too many people start with that last step and they breeze over the other ones or completely skip them altogether. And I used to be in that category. So as you can see, web design is very important, but it is not the only role. If we have web designers create the website and they're not skilled in these other silos, then we're only going to get a beautifully designed website. Not only, but the other parts are super, super important. If you don't have all of those skill sets, no problem at all. Go to Upwork, go to Fiverr, find people that are able to help you out with these different silos. Now, if you're interested in learning my process for any of these categories, comment below what you're looking to see. I know many of you guys are killing it out there. I've seen a lot of the designs you guys are working on, sending me websites saying, hey, thanks for this. And I really appreciate being able to see that this YouTube channel has helped you guys in your own business. And I want to keep doing that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I appreciate your guys' support, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. And I know you guys are looking for a cat update, and this is why they weren't in the video, because we are sleeping. Peace, guys.